Welcome to the Calcutta Race's winter season. The first day of the autumn meeting, 6th November, Saturday 2021 race preview. The first race of the afternoon is the long term handicap for horses rated 1 to 26 to be run over a distance of 1100 meters. The first runner we are looking at is number 1, Mose, and has had a couple of starts in the previous season where it was unplaced in both of its starts. In his last start, Mose went over 1400 meters where it took the turn in 7th spot and when asked for an effort, didn't have much to offer, dropped back further and finished on 10th of 11 runners. The winner here was Euphrates, who won that race by about half a length. Next up we got number 2, Brilliant Gold. Brilliant Gold has had only one start in the monsoon season in race number 1 where it was travelling in 3rd spot. When asked for an effort, Brilliant Gold fell back slightly and finished on 4th of 10 runners. The winner here was Zodiac Prince, who went on a start to finish mission and held on readily. Number 3 is Bemuse. Bemuse has had couple of starts placed on his each start in the monsoon season. First it went over 1100 meters where it finished on 3rd behind Zodiac Prince. Next up, in race number 14, it took the turn in 4th spot, made some late gains and finished on 2nd behind the runaway leader, which was Shivalik Silk, fell short by about 4.5 lengths. Next we got number 6, Melody. Melody has had one start where it was travelling in 4th spot as they took the turn in race number 40 over 1100 meters. Then Melody stayed on in 4th, as you can see in the dark green jacket with the gold sash on the top screen, and it finished on 4th, almost 14 lengths from the winner, which was Trebian. We move on to the second race of the afternoon, the Highborn Handicap for horses rated 1 to 26 to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. Number 1 is Wandering Angel. Wandering Angel had 4 starts. Its best start was its last start in race number 47. It took the turn in 4th spot, then made some late gains on the wide outside, as you can see in the black jacket with the white star and the white cap. Made late gains and finished on 3rd behind Nazakat, who won that race from Wandering Angel by almost 3.5 lengths. Next up we got number 2, Discover, and number 6, Tahoe. Discover had its debut run here in race number 39 over 1400 meters. Was in 2nd spot when asked for an effort, dropped back slightly and finished on 3rd eventually. We also had number 6, Tahoe, who had a couple of starts in the monsoon season. First finished on 4th behind Shivalik Silk in his last start. Tahoe was travelling in 3rd spot, dropped back and finished on 4th of 5 runners. The winner here was Swistado. Number 4 is People's Pride. People's Pride had 5 starts in the previous season. It skipped the monsoon meetings. In the run we are looking at, so People's Pride was slow to begin, was travelling in 4th spot as they took the turn. Then at the top screen you can see the white jacket with the blue stripes on sleeves with the red caps. People's Pride tried to make some ground on the early leaders but didn't really make an impression there. Finished on 6th of 6 runners. The winner here was Tagger. Number 5 is X-Fight, and X-Fight had one start in the monsoon season where it took the turn in 2nd spot. When asked for an effort, you can see on the top screen in the grey jacket with the red cap, it was given quite a few reminders, but X-Fight stayed on in 4th and finished on almost 16 lengths from the winner, which was Legendary Striker, which went on a start to finish mission and won that race very easily. We move on to the third race of the afternoon, the Pa Bear Handicap for horses rated 21 to 46, 1 to 26 eligible to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. The first runner we are looking at is number 1, Rakshaki. Had 5 starts in this season, placed in his first start in race number 9 where it finished on 3rd behind Kimaya. In his last start, the one we are looking at in race number 41, Rakshaki took the turn in 2nd spot but fell back gradually and finished on 4th of 7 runners. The winner here was Shivalik Gold. Next up, we got number 2 Stagger. Had couple of starts in the season where in its first start it finished on second behind UV. In its next start in race number 32, it took the turn in 9th spot, made some gain and finished on 7th in a clustered finish. But the winners were far away and Stagger finished almost 8 lengths from the winner. Next up, we got 2 runners here. Number 3 Sharavati, number 7 Spanish City. Sharavati had 3 starts. Its best start was in race number 7 where it finished on 3rd behind UV. Number 7 Spanish City had 2 starts where it has been unplaced in each of his starts. In its last start, Sharavati was travelling in 7th spot, made some late gains and finished on 4th behind Shivalik Gold. In the same race, Spanish City finished on 7th of 11 runners. Number 4 Sir Moore is the next runner we are looking at. We also have number 6 Basharat. Number 4 Sir Moore, who came down from northern India, had one start in race number 43 where it finished on 8th after travelling in 10th spot throughout. And number 6 Basharat was a winner in race number 15 over 1400 meters, beating Indian Tiger. In its last start, Basharat was a little slow to begin and then finished on 5th of 11 runners, almost 8 lengths from the winner. Next up, we got number 5 Ashwamegh. Ashwamegh had couple of starts in the monsoon season. First, it went over 1200 meters and finished on 3rd behind Cletus. In his last start in race number 20, it was travelling in 7th spot, then made some late gains and finished on 5th of 12 runners, almost 8 lengths from the winner, which was Nova. Next up, we got 2 runners here. Number 8 Unstoppable and number 10, which is Wind Chaser. Unstoppable had 3 starts in the season, was unplaced in each of his 3 starts. In his last start in race number 29, Unstoppable was travelling in 8th spot, finished on 6th of 10 runners. And number 10, Wind Chaser, who was travelling in 10th spot, made some eye-catching late gains and finished on 4th, just missed out on the place. The winner here was Aftershock. Next up, we got number 9 Bunting. After being unplaced in his first 2 starts, in his last start, Bunting was travelling in 5th spot as the heads turned for home, then made some late gains towards the inside and finished on 3rd behind Chameleon's Image. We move on to the 4th race of the afternoon, the Relevance Handicap for horses rated 41 to 66, 21 to 46, eligible to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. The first 2 runners we're looking at is number 1 Foolproof and number 5 Astral Force. Number 1 Foolproof has had 5 starts in this season, has not placed in any of his starts. In race number 53, Foolproof was travelling in 9th spot as the horses took the turn, then finished on 6th. And number 5 Astral Force, who took a wide passage throughout, was in 8th spot, made some gains and finished on 7th of 10 runners. The winner here was D Knight Mysore. We have 3 runners we are looking at. Number 2 Top Notch, number 4 Limark and number 7 Divine Chakra. Number 2 Top Notch has had 3 starts. Its best start was in race number 41. The one we are looking at here was travelling in 4th spot, made up a place and finished on 3rd. Number 4 Limark, who was travelling in the wrong end of the field, was 5th of 7 as they took the turn, but made some late gains and finished on 2nd. Number 7 Divine Chakra, who was travelling in front and when asked for an effort had nothing to offer, fell back through the field, finished last of 7 runners. The winner here was Shivalik Gold. We have 2 runners we are looking at. Number 3 Apna Time Aayega, number 6 Atom. Apna Time Aayega had 1 start in the monsoon season where it was travelling in 7th spot, when asked for an effort, made some late gains and finished on 5th. Number 6 is Atom, who has had 4 starts. His best starts were his first 2 starts. First it finished on 2nd behind Gaydil, then it finished on 3rd behind Sea of Cortez, and in his last start, Atom finished on 6th of 9 runners. The winner here was Phoenicia Mist. Next up, we got number 8, Aftershock. Aftershock shocked the field in race number 29, went over 1400 meters, where it won, beating Script. In his last start, Aftershock tried a similar tactics, but when asked for an effort into the straight, fell back and finished on 4th. The winner here was Redoubtable, who won that race by a widening margin of 8 lengths. Number 10 is Legendary Striker. Be safe out of striking view. In his first start, Legendary Striker went on a start to finish mission, and it kept on increasing the margin of victory as the distance grew, and it won that race by almost a distance, beating Creation of God and Legendary Striker, today ridden by Hindu Singh. We move on to the 5th race of the afternoon. The Bet India races Bet Responsibly Handicap for horses rated 81 and above, rated 61 to 86 eligible to be run over a distance of 1100 meters. The first couple of runners we are looking at is number 1, Silver Bracelet, who won in race number 12 over 1100 meters, beating Perpetual Winning, has placed in his next 2 starts. This next start in race number 52, it took charge into the home straight, challenged for the lead by Awesome One, finished on 3rd. Areca Legend has had 3 starts in this season and in the previous season. In his last start, it finished on lead to get 2nd behind Awesome One. Next up, we got a couple of runners. Number 3, Exclusive Blue, after coming down from Hyderabad, has had a couple of starts, has been slow out in both of its starts. In its last start in race number 23, the one we are looking at here, was travelling in 6th spot, made up 1 place and finished on 5th. Number 5, Shimmering Star, after having a very good winter season, in this current season in race number 12, it finished on 3rd behind Silver Bracelet. In its last start, it was travelling in 7th spot, did not make any further improvement, finished on 7th of 7 runners. The winner here was St. Petersburg. Number 6 is Violin. Violin, after running in the Classics in place 7th in the Oaks, in his last start, Violin went over 1600 meters in race number 21. Was travelling in handy 3rd as they took the turn, then took charge into the last 250 meters and won that race by a widening margin of 9 lengths, beating Malwa. Couple of runners we are looking at is number 7, Court Jester, had a very good season in the winter season. In its only start in the monsoon season, Court Jester in race number 30 went over 1200 meters where it was travelling in 3rd spot, made no further gains, finished on 3rd. Sitara won in race number 4 where it went on a start to finish mission, beat Dundee March. In his last start, Sitara could not go in front and travelled in 2nd spot, stayed on in 2nd behind Mountain Lion. We move on to the 6th race of the afternoon, the Hastings Handicap for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26, eligible to be run over a distance of 1100 meters. First up, we are looking at is number 2, UV. UV won a race in race number 7 where it went over 1200 meters, beating Stagger. In his last start in the Coles Trial Stakes, UV was in 3rd spot as they entered the home straight, then fell back very rapidly and finished on 8th of 8 runners. The winner here was Agnostic. Next up, we got number 3, Desert Rose. Desert Rose, after coming down from Bangalore, it has had 1 start where in race number 34, it was travelling in 9th spot. When asked for an effort, it dropped back and finished on last of 10 runners. The winner here was East Side, who won that race by about a length and 3/4. Next up, we got number 4, Rush for Gold. Has only 1 start in the monsoon season where it was slow to begin but made up the ground quickly and was in 7th spot as they entered the home straight. Made some late gains, as you can see on the top screen, in the red jacket, claret jacket, and finished on 4th eventually behind Dandi Satyagraha, who won that race by almost 3/4 of a length. Next up, we got 2 runners here. Number 5, Mystic Star. Mystic Star had a couple of starts, was unplaced in each of his 2 starts in the monsoon season. In its last start, was travelling in 4th spot and weakened and finished on 6th of 11 runners. Number 7, Rare Bird. Rare Bird had 5 starts in the season. Its best start was in his first start in race number 6 where it finished on second behind Cletus. Since then it finished on third in his last start where it was travelling in third, made no further gains and finished on third behind Euphrates. Number 6 is ASOS. ASOS has had 4 starts in the season. His best start was in race number 83 where it finished on 4th behind Chris's Choice over 1100 meters. In his last start, ASOS was in front and second spot as it took the turn but weakened and finished on 10th of 12 runners. The winner here was Chameleon's Image. Number 8 is Gusty Look. Gusty Look has had 4 starts in this season and in his last start in race number 35, Gusty Look was travelling in 10th spot, made a couple of places and finished on 8th of 11 runners. The winner here was Shivali Gold, who won that race by almost 4 lengths. Number 9 is Nandini's Pet. Nandini's Pet had 4 starts in the season. In his last start in race number 50, Nandini's Pet was travelling in 5th spot. Then when asked for an effort, Nandini's Pet didn't have much to offer and finished on 7th of 7 runners. The winner here was Indian Tiger, who won that race by almost 2 3/4 lengths. Lastly, we got number 10, Silken Stride. Silken Stride had 1 start in the previous season where it was travelling in front, but when challenged by Dazzling, it finished on second, almost 3 parts of a length behind. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you at the races